YouTube, this is Jim Rotor. We're going to continue our trip today. And we're taking a load up to Pueblo, Colorado. So let's start. And it's raining. Press it back up so we don't ram into this guy when we leave. Then we come out. We have one more job to do. We'll need to refuel this truck once we get to Raton. And then we have to head to servicing to fix the trailer and also the truck, because we don't want to get fined at the port of entry in Starkville. Because if either the truck or the trailer is damaged, Vitus will refuse the load, and we can get a penalty. We don't want that. Okay. We're arriving at Petro over in Raton. We're going to refuel, and then after that we're going to head to the garage in Raton to fix the truck before we push on to Starkville, where we'll do our first weigh-in. Okay. We still have rain on the windshield, so let's make sure all of it's off. We could weigh in here, but I don't want to scrape the bumper on this thing. At some truck stops, the fueling booth is not positioned correctly, but this one they are positioned correctly, so all we have to do is pull in, but we have to be careful not to snag the trailer on any post as we come into the pump. Okay, we are positioned correctly. Cut the engine. Okay, now let's start fueling. We have a quarter of a tank when we arrive, and we're going to fill it all the way up because we need enough fuel to pick up load number 4 and plus our backhaul. Okay, tank is full. Price today for diesel is $1.99 for unleaded, $2.27 for diesel. SES occasionally adjust the fuel prices depending on the location. Okay, we are fueled, so we can go ahead and leave the truck stop, and then we'll head towards Ratton, and then we'll fix the trailer and truck before we head to Starkville. Exit and go through town, but it's best not to. If we take the business route, we can get stuck on hills, or we can get hung up on a hump crossing. So we're going to take the second exit to get to the garage. After all, this is a Mack Anthem. This truck is not built for heavy hauling. The second exit is to fill in the map. The previous version of the game, New Mexico only went as far as this exit. With Colorado, the rest of the map is filled in. Okay, let's go to map mode, and we're going to the garage. The reason why we have to go into the garage is, as you can see by the route manager, our truck and trailer have damage icons on them. If a vehicle has a red, has any red indicators on it, once the trailer hits the Starkville port of entry, DOT will flag that vehicle, you'll get a red light, and you'll get fined once you hit the port of entry. Any previous fines that you have incurred before you go into the port of entry will also be recorded. And the fine can go from $15,000 all the way up to $30,000. It's best not to damage your truck or get any fines when you go into a port of entry because they can double. I know because I've been to a couple of these. Okay, we're on Cook Street in Ratton, headed towards the garage. We're very careful not to hit any vehicles while we make this turn. Then we have to come wide to come into the garage. Okay, we have a Volvo being repaired and a Freightliner being repaired. Okay. Bring up the service menu. Okay, on the truck itself, we have a damaged pan on the engine, transmission shot, and we have chassis damage. The cab is also damaged, and we have brake damage on the wheels. The trailer, the body's okay, the load is okay. The chassis received damage after taking impact, and there's also brake damage, so we have to fix it. So that takes care of that. Route manager says to go around the corner. That's what we're going to do. It's best to follow the route manager when you have a lowboy instead of making a three-point turn, because you can jackknife the trailer and you can damage components on it. For example, since this is a triple set, you can easily damage the trailing buggy on the unit, and you can also damage the gooseneck. That's why you do not make sharp turns if you're towing this type of trailer. Also, you have to go extremely wide once you make your turn. Or this happens, you can snag a light pole. And don't bother driving in the median. Okay, we're going to wait for this green light, then we're going to get back on and head up to Starkville. Okay, movie showing today at the Ratton Theater is a classic Dracula. It's the one that has died recently, but I forgot his name. Well, it's the guy who plays Saruman the Wise on Lord of the Rings. He plays Dracula in this version. I'll post the link in the description. Okay, we're back on the 25, headed up to Starkville. Port of entry. Okay, and they gave us a red light for the load. So we're going to have to pull into Starkville Port of Entry and get weighed. There might be a possibility that we might get fined. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, Queen Bill. To confirm that, you press F7. If there's any damage on the load, the trailer, or the tractor, they can get fined at the port of entry and the load will be rejected. Make sure you do not get your load rejected. Do not damage your truck and do not damage your trailer. Because if any of these units are damaged, the receiver will refuse the load and you will be fined. I know because I had it happen to me on a couple of contracts. Outside of Almosa and Walsenburg. We have 30 minutes remaining in this trip as we head into Pueblo, Colorado. Okay, we're almost to our destination. We're at the Vitus facility outside of Pueblo. This is where we're going to be dropping off our blade. And we're already late. That's another thing that you can get fined for being late. Going for maintenance. Tube fabrication. These big giant steel pipes right here, once they go inside these buildings, they will become windmill towers and blades. Okay, we arrived on time. Let's see what's to pick up from here. Okay, we have segments going back to Tripoli City and down to Roswell. Apparently nothing going to a wind farm. Dells, Spokane, Decorah, SeaTac, Roswell, Branton. Okay, this one right here is not going to a farm. This one's coming right to this facility. That one we just picked up. Colorado Springs, Pocatello, North Ogden. All these are going to North Ogden. Moab. Springs to women. Okay, this one's going to the airport. This one's going to the airport. So good. This is going to the airport. This one's going to Colville. Burns, Astoria, Albuquerque, and Alamogordo. So nothing going to any farms. Let's look at our map. Farms we have to go to are this one, outside of Trinidad. This one over by Lemon. Another one around here somewhere. And no. So go here, type wind, look for something going towards this farm. Okay. We have one resident in Colorado Springs going up towards Denver. Exploration time is in 8 hours in game time. So I'll see you when we get up there. This is GMO Road signing off.